Hello everyone. So today we're going to learn the basics of Django. And before starting this video, I'm assuming that you guys already know a little bit of Python because we are going to need it here. So first of all, press Windows logo key and R, and then press CMD and enter. The first thing we're going to do is install Django. You can do it by pip install Django. Since I've already installed Django, it's not going to install again. But in your case, it should take quite a while, then Django will be installed. Once you're done, you have to go to the folder where you want to start your project. In my case, it's here. And you click here and then click CMD. Okay, so the terminal is open in that folder. Here, what we are going to do is Django admin start project calculator because we are building an app called calculator, which is going to be our first ever Django app. So in most cases, this command is going to work, but in my cases and some few cases, this will not work. And if it's not working, you're going to write Python m Django start project calculator. Instead of calculator, you're going to write the name of the project. And it's done. Now we can see that we already have a folder called calculator. Now we can open VS Code or any other editor that you are working with. In VS Code, we're going to open the folder by clicking on File, then Open Folder, and then there you're going to select your folder, which is calculator. And then it's open here. You can see there are a bunch of files inside it. The first thing we're going to do is go into urls.py because this is where we manage our URLs, right? First of all, let me show you something. Go to terminal, new terminal, right? Python manage.py run server. So here we can see our Django page is ready. So now we're gonna build stuffs which will be visible here. That. So you're gonna go to calculator then urls.py. For we're gonna make a function. Let's do it here for now. Yes. Index request. We're gonna return HTTP response. Let's write hello world. First of all, you have to import this HTTP response. We're gonna do it from Django.http import HTTP response. Oh, the R has to be capital, sorry. So now we're gonna make a path for this. Path. Let's put it test for now. Test. And what's the name of our function? Index. Index name equals to test. So let me tell you what this does. So we're gonna press Ctrl S to save this. Then open the terminal again. Python manager.py run server. Once the server is running, we're gonna see that we're not getting anything here. It's 404 error. So what this means is that when we'll go to this slash test, let's go to slash test first. Slash test test. Then we'll see hello world. So I'll tell you how it worked. When we went to test test, then it triggered this index function, which is right here. And this index function, what this index function does is it returns HTTP response called hello world, and that's what happened. If we don't write anything in here, then Control S, then reload this again. Then look, then there's nothing in the test URL because everything is located here. See? Did you get it? If we write here anything, if we write here index, then we have to go to index in order to see that page. Right now, we won't see anything in here. We have to go to slash index, then we'll see hello world. So this is how Django actually works. Now, this is not good practice to write your functions right here in the base directory. So I'll show you how to do that. First, stop the server. We can do it by Control C. We're going to make an app inside this base directory. So you can either do Django add admin start app. Let's call the app cal app. What in my case this is not going to work since the first one didn't work. You can try this, it should work for you. And if it's not working for you, do this Python m Django start app, then name of the app, this is calc app. And it created an app here. You can see here it's calc app. So once we start an app, we'll have to tell Django that this app exists. For that, go to settings.py, which is inside your main directory. Then go to installed apps, and there you have to write the name of the app that it just made. In our case, it's Calc app. Okay, so once we are done, now we're gonna create another URL.py inside our Calc app. Create new file, urls.py. Okay, once we're done the URL, so we'll handle all the URLs inside this file. So from Django, the URLs import path, then URL patterns equals to this. Let's write the same thing here. Let's call it nothing. Let's leave it blank, right? We're gonna handle a function, maybe index function, and name it index. All right. How are we gonna tell Django that it has to go to the URLs of the app and not of the main directory? So for that, first of all, let's remove these because we don't need these. For that, there's a function called include. So you're gonna put it here. Just leave it blank because I don't need it. Here we're gonna write include calc app dot URLs. Here we are telling Django that go through the URLs of the calc app. So inside calc app, there's a file called URLs. So when Django sees this, it will go to the URLs.py of the calc app and then manage everything from in here. So first of all, this index does not exist. So we have to create this. So unlike we did previously, we're not going to create the function right here. We're going to use a different file for that. So for that, we have views.py. Here, we're going to create our function, just like we did earlier. So let's call it index. We have to provide a parameter called request. Then return. First of all, let's import the HTTP response from Django.http. Import HTTP response. Can you return HTTP response? That's right. This is apps views. Let's see if it works, okay? Save it, Control S, go to urls.py. Oh, first of all, you have to import this. So from dot use import index. So here we are importing this index from the views file. Now again, go to the terminal and let's see if it works. Python manage.py run server. So let's see if it worked. It says space not found. Of course, because we can't be writing index in here, we have left the URLs blank. So yes, this is apps views, so it works. I hope you are getting it. But now there's one problem. I'll tell you what. We can't just go on writing our whole calendar app inside this parenthesis, right? So we're gonna make a template for this. So template is basically where we're gonna include our HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But in this case, we are not using JavaScript, so don't worry if you don't know JavaScript. So for that, first of all, we're gonna go to settings.py. Here, if you scroll down, you'll get the templates. In the directories, you're gonna write templates. It means that all the templates is located in this templates directory. So create this templates first of all. So we're gonna create this folder inside calculator app. So click here, then click on folder, and then write templates. Great. So inside this template, we're gonna create an HTML file. Let's call it index.html. So here we have index.html. Let's write something here. Just check body. Let's write uh, this is templates and it worked. Okay, save this. Now we're gonna go to views.py and we don't need this HTTPS anymore. So first of all, I'll tell you how to render a template. For this, you're gonna use render. And here you have to provide request, and then you have to write the name of your HTML file, index.html. And now it should be working. Okay, so I start the server again, and let's see if it works. It works. This is templates, and it worked. So now we can just start creating our calculator inside this index. Starting the template. First of all, head, then go to title. In fact, we're gonna just write calculator. Look, this is Django project, so I'm not gonna focus a lot on front end. All right, let's create a simple form for now. Form input type equals to number. and name equals to, now let's call it first number, because what I'm going to do is that we'll make something that will allow the user to enter two numbers that will be able to add, subtract, multiply, or divide from it. Let's do it again for the second number. Let's call it second number. Now let's provide another field for the operation, all right? Let's do it and select name is equals to operation, then write option, and value is equals to add. That will do it again 3 times for other steps. So we'll do it 3 more times for, now we'll do it 3 more times for subtract, multiply, and divide. So, oh, we need to write add here. Let's copy it 3 times. Copy, paste, paste, and paste. So let's add an F1 tag here. First, F1 calculator. Well, let's see how our website looks. Okay, not bad. Oh, we forgot to add a submit button. Now let's add a submit button. For submit button, we're just gonna do button type equals to submit, then let's write calculate here, and it's done. Okay, so now we also have a button. But now there's one problem. Okay, pause the video and copy everything first. So now we're going to go to views.py. So now all we're doing is we are only rendering the page called templates.html. We want to make it interactive. For that, what we want is that all the values that we enter in here, like in here and in here, is accessed by views.py so that we can do our operations like add, subtract, multiply, and divide using Python. For that, we're going to go here and in form, we have to write method is equal to post and action is equals to curly bracket, then you write percentage in here, write another percent in here. Here we write URL. So first let me show you what we're gonna do here. So what we are telling this form is that once the submit button is entered, it has to go to the action of this URL. And for that, what we need to do is that here, this is the name of the URL that we need. Because in this URL, what Django goes is that Django goes to this index, which is in here, and does whatever there is. So here we're gonna write index so that it just goes to here. So how are we gonna know if it is working? So we're gonna write if request dot method is equals post, then we're gonna print we reached here. So let's see if it worked. We forgot to include CSRF token here. Whenever you are using any method in the form, we have to include a token which is called CSRF token. So you can just write it like beneath the form. And now it should work. Control S. Let's reload this. Let's write anything here. Calculate. See what happens. Oh yeah, look. We got a sprint, we reached here. It means it is working. So now what we are going to do is we are going to get the values, like whatever is entered inside these texts, so that we can perform operations with it. What we can do, let's call it num1 equals to request dot post dot get, and here we're going to write the name of this input. So here the name is first number. So we want num1 to access the first number. So let's write first number. Let's do it for second number also. I think we call it sec number, right? Yeah. So let's see if it works. Let's print num1 and num2. Control S. Then we're gonna start the server again. Let's write 5 here and 6 here. Calculate. As we can see, 5 and 6 is already printed here. This means that this views.py was able to access both of those numbers that we entered in the template. So now we can perform any operations. Let's get the value of operation first. Operation is equals to request dot post dot get. You can use the same method for this too. Now let's see if operation is equals to add. What are we gonna do? We're gonna write answer is equals to num1 plus num2, right? Then let's bring the answer first. Prompt answer. Let's see if it works. Control S. Then we write 5. Then we write 6. And we press calculate. So we got 56 here, and there's a reason behind it. It's because when a variable in views.py accesses something from an input field, it stores it in the form of string. So first of all, we have to convert this string into int so that the value is 9. So let's do num1 is equals to int num1. Let's do the same for num2 also. Is equals to int num2. Now it should give us the right values. Let's reload. Let's write 3. Let's write 2. Let's press calculate. We got 5 here. Now we need to print this answer not in the terminal but in the page itself. So for that we have to let's add it here so the answer will be displayed here. Here we can print it like this. Answer is not none. Then we're gonna print answer is this double curly braces means that it's a variable. And the value of this variable will be provided by views.py. So instead of printing the answer, what we're gonna do is we're gonna return render request index.html. After this, we can also provide the value of answer. So we're gonna do it like we provide it in the form of dictionary. Answer is answer. So this answer means the variable which is here. And this answer is the value that we are getting from here. So now we'll see what happens. So since we used if here, we have to close this if. We'll do it by percentage and if. Sorry, and if. And it should work now. For let's do this. Num1 and num2 is not none. Then we'll convert num1 into n. We are doing this because if we try to convert like null value of num1 and num2, then we'll get an error. That's why first of all we need to check if num1 and num2 are not none, then we are gonna convert it into int. Let's add it. We'll add the two values, and if the operation is equals to subtract, then the answer would be num1 minus num2. Now we can just copy it from here for the other values. So this for multiply. I'm so sorry. Multiply with an asterisk here. Let's do else. Let's divide force. Answer is equals to num1 slash num2. But in divide, there's another condition, okay? If num2 is not equals to 0, then only we're gonna do this. But what if num2 is equals to 0? If num2 is equals to 0, then the answer would be infinite. Else, answer is equals to infinite. So now let's see if it works. 33. Subtract the it's okay, 1. Yes, it's 1. The problem we have is that our website does not look good. Since this is a Django tutorial, I'm not going to tell you much about how to make your website look better, but I'll show you a good trick on how you can make your website look good. So go to index.html, select everything, then you're going to go to ChatGPT, paste it, then ask it to make it look better. Better with CSS. And it's done. Let's see how it looks. So here it is. Let's just copy it. Then we're gonna paste it here and save it, and let's check it out. Wow. ChatGPT never fails to surprise me, by the way. We got 10, then we got 67, second number 0, divide, and we'll get infinite. So our calculator app works just fine. And if you're still watching the video, it means you like the video, and this is my first ever video. So I'm hoping to get some feedback in the comments. Please do that, like the video, subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.